If you open a watermelon and see this, throw it out. August 3rd is National Watermelon Day. Yep, that's right, this fruit has its own holiday. But of course, we don't set aside just one day a year to enjoy this delicious and refreshing fruit. We devour it throughout the whole summer. Besides having a yummy taste, watermelon has tons of health benefits and can even prevent cancer. After hearing all this, you're probably psyched to include more watermelon in your diet. However, be careful when picking out the best watermelon at the grocery store or farmer's market. If you buy a watermelon that has cracks inside, without a doubt, throw it out. If you decide to throw caution to the wind and eat it anyway, it can do some serious damage to your health, and this is why. Produced in eastern China, some watermelons can actually burst open. This happens when local producers pump them up with too much growth chemical. The farmers, in hopes of making bigger watermelons and thus bigger profits, use a plant growth regulator called 4-chlorphenuron. Geez, just the name sounds scary enough. Surprisingly, this chemical is legal both in the US and China, but in the States, it's only approved for use on grapes and kiwi. That doesn't make it any safer though. The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, has a pesticide fact sheet that doesn't include 4-chlorphenuron in the group of harmless chemicals. This substance can have a really alarming impact on both the environment and animals, and apparently on humans as well. Animal studies revealed shocking side effects, including decreased weight and higher mortality rate among pups born, smaller litter sizes, and hair loss in the animals. To top that off, the EPA categorized this chemical as toxic for freshwater fish. How can people even think about putting this stuff in the fruits we consume? Well, I guess they're just gonna keep injecting that stuff in our food despite the crazy effects found in animals. So we'll have to take matters into our own hands. Here's how you can know if the watermelon you've just brought home was grown with the use of 4-chlorphenuron. First of all, the fruit won't have any taste. On the outside, it may look ripe and pretty, but as soon as you cut it and bite into it, you'll instantly feel disappointed. The thing about growth enhancers is that while they do make the watermelons grow really fast and big, they strip them of their flavor. And this makes sense. Fruits get their flavor when they become ripe, but 4-chlorphenuron doesn't let them reach ripeness naturally. Another telltale sign is the color of the flesh. If it looks more pale than bright red, and especially if the seeds are white, don't even think about putting that stuff in your body. Also, if a watermelon is misshapen, forget about it. And finally, as mentioned before, if a watermelon has cracks on the inside, don't even think twice. Toss it. However, sometimes it's hard to choose the perfect sweet watermelon even if you're not all that worried about how natural it is. You grab the prettiest one, get it home, and cut it open just to have your taste bud feeling completely let down. If this ever happens to you, give us a like. But it's okay, Brightside has got your back. Here are 7 secrets to choosing the perfect fruit. Look for the field spot. The hoobity-whatty? This yellow spot is where the watermelon has been resting on the ground. Ripe watermelon always have a creamy yellow or even orange-yellow spot, not white. Pay attention to the color. A nice ripe watermelon is dark green, and its appearance should be dull, not shiny. If you notice that the watermelon you've got your eye on is pale and shiny, don't pick it. It's not ripe yet. Use the knocking approach. You might have seen people in the grocery store doing this and thought to yourself, looks like someone has a couple of loose screws. But hey, don't knock it until you've tried it. This approach is a bit hard to master, but true watermelon fans swear by it. You need to tap on a watermelon with your knuckles and carefully listen to the sound it makes. If the sound is kind of high-pitched, like a tenor, this fruit is ready to consume. Don't choose a deeper-pitched watermelon. It's not fully ripe. Look for webbing. No, not like spider webs. That would be gross. Watermelon webbing is the brown spots on the fruit that show if bees have touched the pollinating parts of the flower several times. The more pollination a flower gets, the sweeter the fruit. Determine the gender. So, there are male and female watermelons? Yeah, sure. I may have been born at night, but it wasn't last night. Okay, all jokes aside, many people don't know that farmers differentiate watermelons by gender. For example, the boys are bigger and have an elongated shape and a watery taste. The girls are rounder and very sweet. Okay, makes sense. Pay attention to the size. Don't just go for the biggest or the smallest depending on your needs. Always choose an average size fruit and just grab another one if you need a lot. Maybe you're throwing a party on National Watermelon Day, or you just really love watermelons. No judgment here. And remember, large or small, the watermelon should feel heavy for its size. Inspect the tail. Are we choosing a watermelon or a puppy here? I'm confused. Oh, like the little stem thing at the top. Gotcha. A dried out tail indicates that the watermelon is ripe, and if the tail is green, it most likely means the watermelon was picked too soon and won't be ripe. Watermelons aren't just a refreshing dessert with sweet, juicy deliciousness. They have a lot of benefits for your health too. First of all, they're packed with vitamins, minerals, nutrients, and organic compounds. You can find calcium, magnesium, protein, fiber, vitamins A and B6, plenty of vitamin C, and potassium all within one watermelon. So how can all these things help your body? Let's take a look. Treating kidney disorders. Thanks to their huge amounts of potassium, watermelons are effective at cleaning out built-up toxins in the kidneys. This fruit also reduces the concentration of uric acid in your blood. As a result, the chances of suffering from kidney damage decrease substantially. Preventing heat stroke. If your blood pressure and body temperature are elevated, enjoy a slice of watermelon. People who live in hot regions make a habit of eating watermelon in the afternoon. This way, they protect themselves from heat stroke. What's more, the fruit contains a lot of water. It's actually mostly water. When you eat it, you might sweat more, but that's not so bad. Sweat cools your body down and keeps it from overheating. Preventing cancer. You've probably been waiting to hear about this one. Watermelons have a high level of lycopene, and scientists have recently started linking this element with cancer prevention. It decreases the risk of developing breast, colon, lung, and prostate cancer. Okay, now I just want to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Controlling diabetes. Diabetics must keep to a low sugar and low carb diet. Can you imagine how hard that is when the world is full of sweet temptations? Well, watermelons can be a perfect comfort food for people with diabetes. Yes, this fruit is sweet. However, 99% of its weight is water and fiber. Plus, the potassium together with the magnesium in this fruit help insulin function properly in the body, therefore reducing blood sugar levels. Curing impotence. That's right, fellas, listen up. There's another component found in watermelons called arginine. It's great for curing erectile dysfunction and even boosting the libido. So grab yourself some watermelon and get that spark back in the bedroom. Ooh la la. Turning back time. We're not saying you can build a time machine from a watermelon, though how cool would that be? The antioxidants you can find in this fruit help your skin and protect it from signs of aging like wrinkles and dark spots. Now do you see just how useful it is to treat yourself to some of this mouth-watering and health-boosting fruit? Press the like button if you're a watermelon fan, and get ready because we've got some more facts about watermelons that might surprise you. Share this video with your friends, and remember to show it some love with a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button to join us on the bright side of life, where we have so many more interesting and informative videos. See you there.